It is November 10th, second day of what I'll call my little rutgation, as everyone else says, I guess. I'm out here in what we call the 40. And this hasn't really produced much for us this year, camera or trail camera wise, but every year around this time, close to the rut, around the rut, there's always seems to be a couple nice ones that pass through here and hang out for a while with does, so. And it's dead quiet this morning, so I'm gonna try some calling. Yesterday was a complete bust. I saw does. The last 20 minutes of light. So I'll combine yesterday's with today's, so I'll get back with you when the action starts. Well, had better action than yesterday for sure. Seen 3 bucks and 3 does. Wasn't able to get footage of all of them, but I'm gonna load up now and go meet up with Rhino, and the wind switched to the south, and I don't really have a great stand for south hunting. I could have stayed here in the 40, but it's just been so slow. I'm happy to go somewhere else, and I'll mainly be running camera, but we're going to be in a county that I have 3 doe tags for, so if does come by, I may be toting the bow and having Ryan film me shoot one. So a lot of times we see a lot of does on these stands, so we'll see what happens. Well, Ryan just met me up here on one of his chunks of property that he asked permission on. He's getting his stuff ready and I'm getting my stuff ready. We're gonna go hang a tree stand and off a ladder stand that he's got that we actually both we doubled up on does out of last year Thanksgiving. So we're gonna go do that, and then we'll meet you back in the tree. Well, we're set up. Ryan and I moved the camera arm around 3 different times. Slid the stand over. Watched video of Ryan's hunts yesterday. We've already seen 1 doe down the bottom of the draw, so it's almost 1 o'clock. We're hoping for a productive afternoon. We'll see what happens.
just say. Alright.
Just follow the script.
You ready?
Yeah, it's been recording the whole time.
Alright, well, we just got back to the truck, got all the stuff away. We left all the stands there. We left everything there except for the camera and the camera arm and our bows, obviously, because there's a nice buck bedded in the field down below that we can tell bet it was a doe, and we're hoping that tomorrow morning we're gonna come back and hopefully that doe pulls him through. But we're gonna go check out this doe. It's been about an hour, so we're gonna go check out the lighted knock and catch up on the blood trail and see what it looks like. Blood right after. Yeah, she did.
Oh, it's tracking in the snow.
Well, we got a little bit of a surprise here. We're kind of running out of blood. Thinking that other doe that came through at dark kicked her up a bit, because there's a bunch of beds back there, but we're going to shut the camera off for now and get Derek's extra set of eyes and find her quick. Well, to our surprise, we bumped her up a little bit. We caught her. We walked up on her laying down, and she got up real slow and tried walking off, so I don't think it's going to be too much longer and she's going to expire, but we're going to back out anyways. Come back, and we're going to be hunting right in this area in the morning, so we'll get her hunting in the morning and then come back and pick her up. Hopefully she didn't go too far after and she expired, so we're gonna back out of here real quiet and come back tomorrow.
The bucks just are not getting any bigger. It's 8:30 now. I shot my doe 2.5 hours ago. No, hour and a half ago. No, 6. Well, after 6. No, it was like 6:50. Anyway, Ryan, I just got down. We're gonna look for my doe. We had several deer across the area where she was, and they acted really weird when they got over there, so we're hoping that she's expired down there. We're going to look for blood here quick and then hopefully pick her up fast. I shot a doe at first light this morning. We knew we had to give Ryan's deer time last night, so we decided to go sit the same stand. And we were actually tracking mine, and we thought we jumped her up. There was a small young doe up on top of the hill here, and she had a little blood spot on her, and I thought, well, hell, maybe I shot low. But neither Ryan and I thought I did, but it was at first light. It was like 10 minutes into legal shooting light, so it was barely camera light. But we were over here doing loops. The does actually ran close to the same area, so we did a big loop and came down in here. And as we were walking in, we kind of just split tracks to see if we could find my blood and Ryan's blood, because they're in the same area. And I go, Ryan, there she is. And he looks at me and goes, no, she's right here. And I look down the draw and I go, no, she's right there. So we actually found both of our deer, which is weird. We did this last year too. We doubled up last year at the same tree stand, and then Ryan shot his doe last night. I shot mine this morning. But, and they died last year. What were they? 5 yards? Well, Mom, now maybe they're 50. But anyway, we're going to go check mine out, and then we'll get them both together and take a look at them. I got too many clothes on. No, really, I got too many damn clothes on. There's a knife in here somewhere. Promise you. It is no tip shirt. The 11th. Speaking of that, thanks to all the vets that make this possible, we get to hunt today. They sacrifice their lives. I'm ready to sacrifice their lives so we can be free every day of ours.
Boomtown.
What kind of thing is this?
What?
Oh, you're listening to rock?
Yeah, I always
Yeah,
do.
that's what I do.
Yeah, listen to the good tunes on the way to the stand.
It's our good luck.
Well, like I said before, we were lucky enough to find Ryan's deer, and not too far away was my deer from early this morning. We are actually going to drive along the food plot here, get the truck a little closer so we don't have to sweat our butt off even more. And then we're going to rush home, get them hung up, and then try to go have a hanging hunt on one of Ryan's spots that he's had done a hanging hunt before and had good action. So we will run and get them taken care of, and then hopefully be back here shortly. Well, we pulled into the backside of one of Ryan's spots he has to hunt. Two other people showed up to the spot we originally were going to go that also had permission to hunt. And we might be a blessing because they're down there talking now. Don't know what they're doing, but we finally got set up. I don't know how long it took us. We tried a tree that Ryan has hung in before and didn't like how it was working, so we tried another one, and then now we're back into the first one. There's 2 does in the bottom already. It's probably just a little after 2 maybe. So wind's right in our face. Got a lot of shooting opportunities here. After the night and the morning that we had, we're hoping for just as much or more action would be great. So we'll see what happens. November 11th. Did a hanging hunt yesterday afternoon, so it would be Sunday afternoon, the 11th. And actually saw quite a bit of action, but nothing came by Ryan and I close enough to shoot. We did see one of his number ones. It actually was pretty cool. Had a little drop tine on the left side. Truthfully haven't even looked at the footage yet. I'm not sure how much I actually caught of him, but hopefully something at least to give him justice. He was locked on a doe and wanted nothing to do with anything we'd call or nothing to do with leaving that doe side. So that was actually the first big buck that I've seen this year, or this season anyway, while actually bow hunting. Several from the vehicle when we're working. Saw quite a bit of nice ones that way, but last night I had a couple missed calls from Darren, and he unluckily made a marginal shot on a nice buck, and gave it some time. Gave it about, I think, 5 to 6 hours after he shot it, and we went in last night. 30-minute track job. He died in his first bed, so we were happy to find him and finish out Darren's season anyway. For a buck anyway. I believe they may have some antlers tags left, but glad to see Darren find that deer. He had a unlucky season last year, which happens time to time, so